Delila Coleman was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Dalilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Dalilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Dalilah law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
That was President Trump honoring seven-year-old Delila Coleman at his State of the Union address, talking about Dalilah's law. And now Dalilah's father, Marcus Coleman, joins us with his beautiful daughter, Dalilah. It's great to see you, Marcus. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us. It's such an inspiration, your story, and you've just been leading the way. You're such a bright light, both of you, for the nation. Can you please tell the viewer what happened to Dalilah? Can you just explain what happened?
Yeah, so Dalilah was involved in a vehicle accident back in 2024, and she suffered a skull fracture that resulted in a TBI, a broken femur. She had 3 concussions, and since then she's been diagnosed with diplegic cerebral palsy, global development delay, and obviously the TBI. Right now she has about the mentality of about an 18-month-old. She's relearning how to walk. She's still nonverbal. She has a tube in her stomach where we have to feed her because it's hard for her to eat orally. So all her nutrition comes through that tube. And right now she's in special education classes.
Okay, so this is quite a story. I mean, look at Dalilah. She's adorable. People have just, their hearts have leapt out of their chest at you guys and Dalilah. What do you want to say to Democrats who stayed seated when President Trump called for Congress to stand and applaud Dalilah? What did you want to say to them?
I still don't understand it. I don't understand how you can not be a part of the solution when you clearly see it. You let your political views get in the way. It's mind-boggling. I really don't understand how somebody would allow America to continue to not be safe behind their political beliefs when it has nothing to do with that. Dalilah's law has nothing to do with politics at all. It's about safety on the roads, safety for the motoring public, as well as anybody that's on the road. It's not aimed at a certain race or ethnicity or immigration status or anything like that. They said at the TNI hearing, there's no Democratic roads, there's no Republican roads, just American roads. And that's what we're trying to keep safe.
That's an important point you just made, Marcus. Thank you for that. So what do you say to Democrats and to Congress to pass Dalilah's law to keep U.S. roads safe in giving unqualified illegal alien truckers driving licenses? There's an estimated 200,000 out there. The bill did pass out of the House Transportation Committee. What's your message to Democrats and lawmakers in Congress to passing Dalilah's law? What do you want to say to them?
We need to continue moving forward. There needs to be a medium that we can meet as far as getting the roads safe. I'm willing to meet with anybody. I've been out in D.C. for almost a month off and on. I'm willing to meet with them and talk with them so we can come up to some type of resolution. Something needs to be met. There's going to be another accident, big one, that somebody's going to end up dying in. There's been several since Dalilah's accident. We can stop this if we band together. This isn't a hard option. This is something very, very easy that we can fix.
Important what you just said, Marcus. What do you want to say to American families out there about this issue?
Be careful. Right now, be careful, because this isn't isolated to one part of the nation. It's clearly shot from California. It's shot all the way to Indiana, all the way to Florida. So this is happening everywhere and anywhere. This isn't isolated to one part of the country. This is a nationwide crisis that's going on right here. And it took this long for Dalilah's accident to get out. You can only imagine the amount of other accidents that are out there that nobody's even heard of.
You know, American heroes come from all walks of life, and you, Marcus and Dalilah, have shown that. Marcus and Delila Coleman, thank you so much for bringing this story to the attention of the American people. It's very important that you did that. We'll stay on it, okay? Thank you so much, Marcus. It's great to see you. And thank you, Delilah.